Let's dive right into this explainer and tackle a situation literally every frequent traveler dreads. You know the feeling? You check your watch and suddenly, boom, your entire itinerary is just totally thrown out the window. But we've got you covered. I mean, have you ever been stuck needing to change a flight at the absolute last minute? Maybe your afternoon meeting ended way early, and now you're staring down a massive, boring layover. Or, on the flip side, you're stuck in awful traffic, watching the minutes tick away, just knowing you're going to miss your flight. Well, stay tuned. Today, we're unraveling the secrets to navigating American Airlines same-day flight changes like a total pro. We are going to turn that major travel headache into a seamless pivot. So here's our roadmap. We're going to cover SDFC's what and why, SDFC versus standby explained, eligibility and potential costs, the step-by-step change process, troubleshooting common SDFC issues, and finally, key takeaways and a disclaimer. All right, Section 1, SDFC what and why. So, a same-day flight change, or SDFC, is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. But the absolute key word here is guarantees. It's a transactional modification that locks in a confirmed ticketed seat on an alternate flight on the exact same calendar day as your original booking. Instead of panicking and shelling out for exorbitant walk-up fares or getting slammed with standard $200 change fees plus the fare difference, an SDFC is your ultimate contingency plan. It lets you pivot your travel for a fixed, much lower cost when life, just doesn't go according to schedule. Moving on to Section 2, SDFC versus Standby Explained. Now, it's absolutely crucial that we distinguish between your two main options here, a confirmed change and same-day standby. A confirmed change gives you exactly that, a guaranteed seat. You can switch to an earlier or even a later flight, but it does require specific fare availability and you might have to pay a fee. Standby, on the other hand, is basically a gamble on a wait list. There's zero guarantee you're getting on that plane. You hold on to your original ticket until a gate agent actually clears you. The upside? Standby is totally free for all passengers. But keep in mind, unless you've got top-tier elite status, standby is really only an option for switching to an earlier flight, not a later one. But hey, before you get too excited about instantly swapping all your flights around, you really have to watch out for these strict routing rules. These are the gotchas. American Airlines requires your new routing to match your original ticket perfectly. First, you have to depart on the exact same calendar day. If your flight is Tuesday morning, no, you can't switch it to Monday night. Second, you must use the exact same airports. That means if you're flying out of LaGuardia, you cannot switch to a flight leaving from JFK. Even though they're in the exact same city, do not get clever with your airports. You also have to keep the exact same number of stops and connections. Oh, and the flight actually has to be marketed and operated by American Airlines or American Eagle. So no miraculously switching from a miserable connection to a direct flight. Okay, Section 3, eligibility and potential costs. So who actually gets this perk for free and who has to open their wallet? Well, there's a strict hierarchy here. As you can see in this table, your elite status and fare class totally dictate your options. If you're an executive platinum or platinum pro, or if you're flying in first, business, or full fare economy, you hit the jackpot. Both confirmed changes and standby are completely free. Now, if you're a standard advantage member in the main cabin, standby is still free. But a confirmed change is typically going to cost you a $75 fee for domestic and Caribbean flights. And what if you bought a basic economy ticket? Yeah, you can completely forget about a confirmed change. It's just not allowed. But you can still try your luck on the free standby list. Now, I do want to highlight one very specific, really interesting geographic rule. Generally, SDFC is strictly for domestic, Caribbean, and Canadian flights. Long-haul international flights are almost completely excluded from this program, except for one singular fascinating loophole, the London exception. If you're flying between New York's JFK and London Heathrow, American actually allows you to make a same-day confirmed change. It does carry a steeper $150 fee, but it's an option. For literally any other long-haul international route, you're out of luck. All right, Section 4, the step-by-step change process. The absolute most important rule to remember when you're actually trying to execute this is the number 24. The window to make a confirmed same-day change opens exactly 24 hours before the departure of the new flight you want to take, not 24 hours before your original flight. Let me say that again because it trips people up. It's 24 hours before your new target flight. So if you're booked on a noon flight, but you really want to switch to an 8 a.m. flight, your window opens at exactly 8 a.m. the day prior. Keeping that golden 24-hour rule in mind, here are your 4 digital steps. Step 1, Log in to the American Airlines app or website exactly 24 hours before that new flight. Step 2, navigate over to My Trips and hit Change Trip. Step 3, browse and select your preferred alternate flight from the options that pop up. And step 4, pay the fee if it applies to you, and boom, you instantly get your new confirmed digital boarding pass. By doing this right from your phone, you completely bypass the chaos of the airport counter. You save time, you avoid stress, and you secure that seat before you've even packed your bags. But what if you don't want to pay the $75 and you decide to roll the dice with standby instead? Well, timing is still absolutely critical here. You have to list yourself for standby either right there in the app or by talking to an agent at least 45 minutes before the departure of the flight you're hoping to jump on. Now, if you have elite status, that window does shrink down to 15 minutes, but for standard travelers, do not miss that 45-minute cutoff, or you literally won't even make it onto the waitlist.
Let's move to Section 5, Troubleshooting Common SFDC Issues.
Probably the most common issue travelers face is logging into the app and seeing absolutely zero options for a change, even when they know for a fact the plane has empty seats. So why does this happen? It all comes down to something called e-fare availability. This is a specific hidden inventory bucket that American Airlines requires to be open to process a confirmed change. They don't just hand over any open seat, they specifically need e-bucket seats allocated. You can't see this on the regular AA website, but you can actually double-check it in advance using advanced third-party tools like Expert Flyer. It's a great way to see if your desired flight actually has e-inventory before you get your hopes up. There are definitely a few more roadblocks you need to watch out for. First up, upgrades. If you manage to score a sweet complimentary elite upgrade on your original flight, get ready to say goodbye to it. Changing flights almost always means forfeiting that first-class seat and dropping right back into economy. Second, award tickets. While your standard mileage awards absolutely allow for same-day changes, those highly discounted, dynamically priced web special awards, yeah, they are entirely excluded. You are totally locked into your original flight with those. And third, app glitches and basic economy. If you're flying basic economy and you want to request standby, don't even bother walking up to an airport kiosk. The system will literally block you. You've got to use the mobile app or go wait in line to speak to a human at the ticket counter. And hey, if all else fails, if the app is crashing, the kiosk is broken, or you just have a really complex ticketing issue, do not panic. Calling the American Airlines reservations desk directly at 1-855-235-0024 or seeking out an airport agent is your absolute best fallback. A lot of the time, human agents can see inventory or process manual overrides that the automated app simply won't let happen. Finally, Section 6, Key Takeaways and Disclaimer. Let's boil this all down to some actionable strategy. First, assess your situation. Choose the $75 confirmed change for total peace of mind, or take the free standby route if you've got some flexibility. Next, timing is literally everything. Set an alarm on your phone for exactly 24 hours before your new target flight so you can snatch up that hidden e-fare inventory. Also, don't get greedy with route changes. Ensure your desired routing and connecting airports match your original ticket perfectly. And finally, always leverage your A-Advantage Elite status to waive those fees and jump right to the front of the standby queue. Now, before we wrap up, please keep this critical disclaimer in mind. Airline policies, fare classes, and fees are constantly evolving. What is a $75 fee today could easily be something different tomorrow. It is absolutely crucial that you verify all of this information directly with American Airlines before making any big travel decisions. So, what does this all mean for you? Well, it means you're no longer at the mercy of a rigid itinerary. You understand the hidden fare buckets, the 24-hour rule, and the critical difference between gambling on standby and locking in a confirmed seat. Are you ready to master your next travel disruption and reclaim your schedule? You are definitely equipped now to turn a stressful delay into a seamless pivot. Go out there, take control of your time, and safe travels.